Hey, what's up, Yeousch Sports? Tony here, and I'm bringing you some more Forza 4 gameplay. And you're going to notice that this is a little different from the stuff that I've brought before. As far as Forza 4, this is not just your, here's a game, here's a race, here's 2 or 3 races, and commentate. This one took me a while, and I'm really proud of what happened. So basically what I did, if you can't tell already, is I took the gameplay, my normal first-person gameplay here, and I spliced it together with some of the replay cinematics. And I did that because I was watching the replay on one of my other races, and it's stunning. Like the angles they have, it's broadcast quality. I mean, it's probably all the regular angles from all these real tracks, but it's just done so well. And like this shot right here, that's probably my favorite. I just love the look of this car. This is the Cusco Impreza. I have this car in GT5, and now I have it in Forza 4. It cost me I think it was 900,000 credits, and this is completely stock too. So the other thing you're going to notice is that the car, or actually the races, I'm going to show you 3 different races, and it's only the first lap of each race. And I'm doing that mainly because of the fact that if you are like me and you notice this sort of situation with all racing games, it seems like once you get out front, you're just gone. You're gone. The AI just can't keep up. They run the course as clean as they can, but I mean, I've seen cars run off the course for going too fast around a corner. But generally, they run the course at a pace that is easy to defeat, you know. And so basically what happens is after lap 1, I just take off, and I end up, you know, being about half a lap ahead of these guys by the time it's all said and done. So I figured, for the sake of excitement, because you're not going to want to see me plow through the corners without anyone behind me, as you're seeing right now, but the cinematics, like I said, are pretty beautiful. I mean, that is a really cool. Just the image is really cool. The things they do in the replay mode, it's fantastic, and I really like it. And I'm really liking this, what the direction I'm going to take these Forza videos. So I hope you enjoy that. There's a couple things I want to talk about really quickly, because the commentary is going to be relatively short, because it's Forza, and it doesn't have to be so comprehensive. You know, you just kind of throw stuff together. But one thing is, I want to buy a wheel. I don't have a steering wheel. I've been using the Xbox controller, and when I play on Gran Turismo 5 on my PlayStation, I used to use the controller. So for those of you guys out there who have a racing wheel, a good racing wheel for Xbox, and I'd love to find something that's force feedback. Ideally, I'd love to find something that's not like 500 bucks. I've seen some wheels that are really expensive. I'm trying to find a medium range wheel, something along the lines of what is it, the Logitech, I think it's like the G25 or something like that for the PlayStation. It works for the PlayStation. Ideally, I'd love to find one that works for PlayStation 3 and Xbox, but I don't think there's one that's compatible with Gran Turismo 5 and Forza 4. But I'm more inclined to find one for Forza 4, just because I've got more of the game to beat. I pretty much essentially have beaten the game of Gran Turismo 5. The only thing I don't have, the one thing I haven't done yet is all the endurance races. I've only done the cherry-pick the ones I want to do. Usually it's the shorter ones. So if you guys can suggest a good racing wheel and a good place to pick it up, I would be indebted to you for that, because that's pretty much the one thing that I don't have. I had a good flight controller for Ace Combat. You know, I've got a new PS3 controller. I've got the new Xbox controller that came with my Xbox, and the one thing I just don't have is a good racing setup. And ideally, I'd actually like to find one, not with a gear shifter, but it can just be like the not the Tiptronic, not the paddle shifters. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like them. I need like an old, you know, like a stick, you know, an actual stick to play with. I don't necessarily need a clutch. I'm not going to get that into it, but you know, brake and a accelerator would be great too. So like I said, in the comment sections, please let me know, because that's one thing I'd love to add to my arsenal, my gaming arsenal. The last thing is, and like I said, this is kind of a quick commentary, but the last thing is I'm in the middle of watching the Bourne trilogy, and a couple nights ago I watched the Bourne Identity. I just sat down to watch the Bourne Supremacy, and then I'll probably watch the Bourne Ultimatum tomorrow. And I got thinking about this because I'm recording this on Tuesday, and on Friday the Bourne Legacy comes out, and it's got a new protagonist, and it's essentially kind of the same story, just going to be spun in a different way. But I got to talking with a buddy of mine, and I was thinking, and this kind of goes back, you know, like originally there's James Bond, and then so that's like the British super spy. You got James Bond, it's just a badass, all around good super spy. And then you've got Ethan Hunt, who is sort of the only American version of James Bond. And then those movies got a little cheesy as they went on. And then Jason Bourne came out of nowhere in the film world. I don't know about you guys. I read all the books. I read all the Robert Ludlum books, not the ones that are, you know, based upon Jason Bourne in the Bourne series, but his first 3 books. And I fell in love with them. And the one thing I got thinking about tonight, right before I started this commentary, is Jason Bourne the equivalent of, say, like a James Bond? And I'm talking like it's in like terms of just that super spy badass. A buddy of mine, Noise, he's a big Bourne fan, and his favorite movie is The Supremacy. Mine's actually The Ultimatum. I actually prefer that one the best. But he's like, you know what? No, I don't think that Jason Bourne is the American equivalent of a James Bond, because Jason Bourne is fighting for himself the whole time. He's not fighting for the world. He's not trying to save the world. So anyways, guys, in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. Let me know about the racing mode, please. I'd be indebted to you. And lastly, let me know if you think that Jason Bourne is an equivalent of James Bond or not. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeousch!